Welcome, everyone, to Pitbull Stadium, just outside Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. We are anxiously awaiting a battle as this fan base is ready to show everyone worldwide what FIU football is all about. In this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the Rice Owls taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida International Panthers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So FIU's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. FIU pushing tempo. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement. You create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
Complete downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. FIU will line up to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So Rice's offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
The Owls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. they convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Johns. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Owls are marching down the field. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Owls. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for space. It's Warren. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Here's the handoff. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Rice hoping to cash one in from the red zone. They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rice. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Arm to throw that one in there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Anger. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. FIU pushing tempo.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Oh, better look out! Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it! They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And that's another FIU. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Here we go. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Panthers! Great job by the back on the option. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Give to the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Got a man in the middle. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Panthers in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The give on the option. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pulls and fired complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
To the air, it's Johns. A little screen to the running back. Quick spin on the run. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Owls. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Florida International, 7.
And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Tight end now in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Working the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw again. It's complete to the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Got him downfield. Turning it on. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Absolutely center cut. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Off play action on 1st down. Looking for space to the left. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, it's Johns. Safe completion on the screen. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Panthers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. There he goes! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. To the ground, he's got it again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Johns. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Owls come to the line in the hurry up. They'll try to get it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anger. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with second and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Gives it on the option.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
FIU set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Panthers want to pick up the tempo. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Quarterback on the keeper. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's second and goal from the 7. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Touchdown, Florida International. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Florida International, 17.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Power football with the run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the...
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Loses 1. Now, a 4th down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. FIU will line up to punt. On his way back from the 20. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing.
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Cantrell. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. trying to barge in. Touchdown Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Mississippi State. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. FIU pushing tempo. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Quick handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Pulls and fires complete. He smashes his way through again. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air on 1st down. Looking left. He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Gives it on the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll keep it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. And he's dragged down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Touchdown, FIU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gonna run it. It's Cantrell. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Rice rushes to the line. They go to the ground. Nice move there. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Look out, he's got room. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. To the air, it's Johns. Got it set up on the outside. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Up-tempo for the offense. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Rice.
So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. That last score sort of like the finishing touch on a great meal, as they are oh so close to tasting victory and getting ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back looking for help. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.